audio. Okay, there's no audio. Well, oh, okay, that you can hear stuff now, then it must have just dropped out. Okay, I'll just continue talking about this then. So they've changed the where stuff is. I need a little mouse. 1 second, let me just add a little image. Let me find a little pointer image. I'll use a potato. There we go. I'll just scale down the potato. And I'll just use this as a little mouse pointer. So, what I was saying is it worth it to, what's the word? Okay, I remember my train of thought. So what I was saying is, how much more efficient is it to mine at the bottom of the world, with it taking longer from the deep slate, than it is to mine up here, where you get less diamonds, but it's faster because of the stone. So I reckon we should do a test on that later to see if it is more efficient. But anyways, let's get back into the actual game. So yeah, let's just start by getting some probably iron and exploring the caves. I did see some mountains over like that way, so I think we're going to go over there next. I really need to get better at streaming. I'm not too good at it. I've not streamed for quite a while with audio. Yeah, there's some mountains off in the distance over there. My frames aren't going to be too good because I'm playing at 32 render distance. Yeah, I'm getting 21 frames per second. Actually, I might lower that down to 28. Because if it's on 28, there we go. My frames are a little bit better now. 40 FPS, 30, that should be good enough. But I wanted a high render distance so we can see all the caves. I mean, cliffs, mountains and stuff. So let's just run over here for a bit. Oh yeah, I've sadly got my TNT skin on still from when we were testing out some nukes in Minecraft. Oh, that lad's a bit high up. There we go, there's a proper cave. It's down this way though. That's just a very small cave. I do like the new addition of water caves. That's got to be one of my favourite parts. Well, obviously apart from the more caves part. So, just because I think water caves, because most caves in real life are full of water, so I think it's more realistic, I would say. I don't really know what the word would be. Oh, let's get some cows a minute. We need some food, otherwise we'll starve to death. There we go. And I'll cook that just because we have time. In the meantime, we can just explore a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Dripstone Caves, I think this is. There's some iron. Look at that lava. There's a lot of copper as well. Oh yeah, copper spawns more likely in dripstone caves, doesn't it? As we found out. Just look at that though. Oh, what's my? I think my brightness is. There we go. My brightness was still stuck from when I was testing some stuff. Look at that. Does that not look really cool? What do you guys think? Do you like, do you think it looks cool? That's what I was going to say. Too bad we can't make copper armour, because there's a lot of copper around here. Do you guys think we should be able to make copper armour? Like, I don't remember what the reason they gave for not having copper armor was. Make a pickaxe with this, or a bucket. No, a pickaxe. Let's go explore the cave and hopefully we don't die to the creepers. Okay, that's me. But yeah, hopefully we don't die to these creepers down here. I'm not too good at the beginning stage of Minecraft because I've not played on a new world for a while. We should have made a shield. There's a lot of creepers. Performance, how does the performance compare? Well, I don't really know, as normally I use Optifine and Iris and stuff for better FPS. But down in the caves I'm getting about 120 FPS. Oop. Wrong buttons. There we go. So I'd say it's quite good underground. Above ground I was getting about 30 frames per second on a render distance of about 32, but then I put that down to 28 and I was getting 60 FPS, which is good enough for me because that's what my monitor's at. So I'd say the performance is okay. I would say that I don't think there's too much of an impact, but then I've got quite a good computer, so I wouldn't easily be able to tell. Oh, I heard a creeper. But yeah, I've got headphones on so I can easily get away from the creepers. Normally I don't play with headphones on. Yeah, so yeah, I think the performance is alright personally. I don't know how to compare on other people's setups. My word's getting all jumbled today. Oh, there we go. Let's just try not to drown. There we go. Hey, if you do have any questions about it, put them in the live chat, I think it's called, and I'll try to answer them or find out. Or if it's like a question about my opinions, then I should easily be able to answer them. Because otherwise, not much talking is going on. How's the audio levels for Minecraft as well? Let's try not to die. There we go. Make a shield of this. Is it easy to find flat places to build? Okay, we can have a look at that in a second. I haven't really gone and have a look, but from what I could tell from just memory, there were some that where we spawned in there was slightly hilly, but it was generally quite flat. But yeah, that's a good question. I'll go find out in a second. Once we get this iron, I'll just go in Spectator and fly up. Then we'll come back down here. I don't have enough wood to make a shield. It takes one to make a shield, which means we have some spares. So with that, I'll make a bucket. This bucket's more useful than armor. And an stone axe does more damage than an iron sword, so there's not much point. Let's have a look to see if there are any flat places to build. So this is the area we spawned in, and personally I think that's quite a flat area. Like, it's not really hilly. And then over here we have, yeah, I would say, I'm looking at this, just quickly throwing about, there are some generally flat areas, so it should be quite easy to find flat places to build. Does that answer your question right? Look at that. That's a lot of caves. Let's try and find where we were. We're in this one, I think, maybe. Let's just say we're over here. It doesn't really matter too much. Oh, there's a skeleton. Yeah, no, we weren't in this cave. Well, we might have been, but I'm saying we're not because I don't like skeletons. They're annoying. So let's get some more wood. There's a creeper over there. Okay, there we go. Now I've got a shield and a bucket. That's all we need. Let's go back down to the caves. If you're wondering why I'm just flying about, it's because, well, this isn't like a proper world. So I've just got cheats on so we can fly about and have a look at all the new stuff. And just explore these caves a bit. So this is the old Bedrock level. Yep. This is where all the old Bedrock would have been. Oh, I love the sound of deep slate. Just listen to that. Not that. Oh, it's quite blast resistant now. Where's that other iron? Or was I blind? Oh no, it's up there. What should we look at next? Should we just explore some more caves in survival before going over into creative and looking around? There we go. Back up. Some more iron. Don't really know why I'm collecting iron. We don't really need it. Okay, do you guys want me to fly about a bit, see if we can find another cave, like lush caves? There's spiders down there. I don't like spiders. They're too fast sometimes. Yeah, I'm just going to fly about a bit, see if we can find any lush caves. So, there's less caves at the bottom of the world from looking at this, I would say. So I think most of the caves are around the centre part of the world. Okay, my frame, I'm getting a bit framey here, 14 frames. So I think underground in Spectator reduces your frame rate quite a bit. For whoever it was asking about frame rate, I think it was Gel actually. Oh yeah, there's different types of caves as well. So these are the... Ooh, my screen's glitching out. These are the cheese caves, I think, aren't they? Just refresh. Chunks. There we go. Yeah, I think these are the cheese caves. And then those other ones are noodle caves or spaghetti caves. I can't remember. There we go. That's nothing over here. But yeah, no, these are cheese caves, I think they're called. And then these ones are the noodle spaghetti caves, which are very like windy and hard to get through. Yeah, like look at that. That's quite a small gap to get through. That looks like a chunk error. Oh no, it's not. Okay, let's try and find some lush caves. Let's go north, which is this way. Just so we're always going the same way. I saw some diamonds then. Is that lush caves back there? No. I could just locate some with locate biome command, but then we wouldn't get to see all these cool caves like this one. Look, see, there's glow squids, one of the worst mobs in the game. Skeletons, I'm just gonna run. Like, look at this. If we did just teleport, we wouldn't have been able to see this. Ouch. That was close. But look at these caves. Okay, I'm just going to fly about quickly till we find some lush caves, and then I'll get... Wait, no, this isn't a video, so I can't just cut this out. Let's just fly back looking at cool caves. Like, look at this one. Does that not look epic? Oh, diamonds. Yes, we have diamonds. Let's go. Any more diamonds? Nope, they still get cut off by cave generation. Are ores generated before caves? Oh no, wait, no, because they're reduced with exposure. So does that mean that they're less likely to spawn where you can see them? Or does that just mean they're less likely to have many where you can see them? If that makes sense. Look at this. Like, there's little mini waterfalls as well. The coding that would have gone into this. Like, I can see why it's delayed. Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on it being delayed into technically 3 parts since the Deep Dark's in 1.19? What's your thoughts on that? Personally, I think it's somewhat good, because then it means that although it takes longer, it'll be higher quality. Whereas if they rush to get it all out when they wanted to, when they originally said they were going to, then it would not have been as good, and there would have been a lot more bugs in it. So personally, I think it's quite good. There we go. Okay, flying in Spectator is a little bit buggy, or at least the showing the caves in Spectator is. So yeah, I'm really not with it, so I have no clue what is I'm saying. What is that, lush caves over here? I think it is. Yes, it is. And let's go in from above. See, look at this. Oh, we got stuck. Oh, there we go. Now everything's loading properly. Look at this, though. It's just a ravine in some water. And then it flows over down into a crevice, I think is a word. Look at this. Just straight down. Oh, there we go. Close. And look, there's even fish down here. Is it raining? Okay, that's what that was from then. I thought it was dripping water by the little waterfall, and I was going to say that's really cool. But I think it's just rain. Annoying, but not too bad. Was excited for the skulk sensors in 1.17, 1.18, now 1.19. Though it's worth waiting for higher quality. Dripstone doesn't have a practical use except renewable lava. Yeah, no, dripstone doesn't really have many uses, apart from what is that? The lava. Lost randomly. Oh, glowberries. Couldn't get any of those on the server before because one of the mods forgot to update the thing that changed loot chests. Not naming any names. What's the question again? Oh yeah, doesn't have any use. The only things it might have a use for is like in mob farms. Like if you want to do a mob farm where it drops down and you want to damage them, but you don't have much space below, because they deal higher damage from dropping, so that might be useful. But that is like a very niche area for it to be useful in. So yeah, there aren't really many uses. I'm sure there'll be some technical uses, like to do some sort of glitch at some point that someone will find out. We might even find out later. But yeah, I see what you mean, that there aren't really many uses. Infinite potions on Bedrock. What, using the dripstone? How would that work? I've not heard of that one before. Oh, I do have Bedrock as well, so we can hop in and test that, see if I can work out how that works in a minute. But no, I've not heard of that before, that you can get infinite potions. Okay, let's go into creative now. I'm getting a little... Oh no, there's more caves. The reason we're exploring in survival is just so we get a better scale of things. Whereas if we just ran around flying, then you wouldn't get too good of a perspective about stuff. Like, I don't really know where I was going with that apart from that. Where to now? I have a water bucket, let's clutch this. You saw nothing there, okay? You saw nothing. If is it out on Bedrock? Yes, it is out on Bedrock, but it will probably take a little bit of time to update. It's fully out on Bedrock, but I think it will take a little bit of time to do so. Probably is Psycraft Foundry use for that. Yeah, there'll be a use for dripstone at some point. Let me just respawn. You didn't see me dying at all. If you did, well, you didn't. Other clear. Yeah, it is out on Bedrock completely. However, it might take a little while to update. Dripstone with water above it, and then you have a cauldron with potion bottle put in it. You can put potions into a cauldron? Is that only Bedrock that you can put potions into a cauldron? Because yeah, that is only Bedrock where you can put potions into a cauldron. I have heard of that, in fact, I think. Yeah. Oh, there's a mountain. Oh, there's a mountain. Yeah, no, I would have thought that they would have patched that so that you can't do that. Because that does seem like something that shouldn't really be in the game. Just infinite potions. Is 1.18 out? Yeah, no, 1.18 isn't out, and that's why we're currently in 1.18 looking at the new 1.18 update, because it's not out. That's sarcasm. 1.18 is out, that's why we're looking in 1.18. I see they still have the floating islands. Only Bedrock? Nope. Java is also out. I am playing on Java, as you can tell by the better UI, the F3 menu, and better Java stuff, because Java's better than Bedrock, so if you say otherwise, get out of my stream. Actually, please don't. Please stay in here. Yeah. 1.18 is completely out on all devices now. It's from looking at the website earlier, it said it would take a little while to get out to Bedrock devices. They've changed all the names as well, so I can't easily find Grove. What's that? That's the area surrounded by mountains, isn't it? Yeah, the potions in cauldrons only Bedrock. Yeah, I did think so, because I've never heard of that in Java. What is a grove? Is it just this small area of ice or snow? Yeah, it must just be this small snowy area then. Let's find a good biome. It's got some mountainous looking areas over here. Is this windswept hills? Oh nope, stony shore. Ooh. This looks like a very nice place for a base. What's my FOV at? That's why everything felt weird. My FOV was really high. Okay, there we go. I sourced it out now. I think that was because I had it up quite high earlier, rather than anything to do with the update. Oh, here we go. A proper mountain. Look at this. It goes all the way up to... Oh, that's not the tallest part. All the way up to 20... whatever height this is. 213, which I believe is the highest it can generate. Look at that. Emeralds. 1 emerald. 2 emerald, 3 emerald, 4 emeralds. look at this. This is the update. This is what we waited for. This is just this. Like, look at this. Wow, this would look brilliant with shaders. Too bad we don't have any shaders. Look at this. We just have a small area down here, and then look at all this like plants and stuff underneath. Cold, like all the snow and mountain stuff. Look at all that iron as well. This is what we waited all that time for. The use of full snow blocks is lovely. Yes, it is. I do agree. This is what we waited for, though. This is why it took forever. Oh, is that a chunk error? Oh no, that's not a chunk error. Well, let's try and break stuff now. So, what should we try out first? I think most of the bug, I don't think they changed much. Let me get up the changelog a second to see what they did change. Large aura veins. So we'll have to see if we can find one of those soon. Where's technical changes and bug fixes? Bug fix is. Okay, bye. Sprinting out of all, upgrading old world generation. Water lake feature, removed water lake features. Aquifers, they replace water. Yep. Oh yeah, there's the new advancement from all the way down. So let's do fill 0. So what's the height? 364. Oh no, 0. 0, 0. 256, the old one. What's the highest? 384. 384. Wait, no, that minus 64. 320. 319. Okay, 319. That's it. And then let's do that somewhere where there isn't water. Let's just do that over here. TP 320. And now we fall. Oh yeah, it's negative 64, not 0. Okay, let's try this again. And now we fall. Caves and cliffs. The newest advancement. Free fall from the top of the world, build limit to the bottom of the world and survive. Now we're in creative, so we didn't die. But there we go. Still waiting for hoppers working with jukeboxes. You know, that's like a really small detail, but that would improve the game so much. So what, do you think it should give like an out? They give a comparator output when they're playing, but do they give an output when they finish playing? Because if you got a different output strength when they finished playing, then you would be able to create something that just kept loading new discs to continue playing them. rather than it just going straight through. But the other, I was going to say the other problem with that, then it would need like an inventory for it to interact with, but it does kind of really. It's like a 1 block inventory for only music discs. It's supposed to be massive snowy seed with vast hills and valleys. Oh, IBX Toycats World Seed. Yeah, that sounds cool. But I quite like just this. Like, look at this shape here. That'd be a cool area to build a base. Like, build a house up there. Build a bridge. Build something up there. Build something down here. Connects like this up with the ocean by drilling a hole through the world there. That's actually a really cool idea. I'm actually now going to start building a base rather than trying to break the game. If you do have any ideas of stuff you want me to try out, please just please just say. I'm not a builder mostly, I'm better at redstone, however I will try building. I don't have... Oh yeah, if you want the seed, here we go. There is the seed. Let me copy and paste that. Can you remove one whole chunk with commands? Yes, I can, but not here because I'm building over here. So I'll go over here. Let's make sure it is a perfect chunk. Slash fill. What's this? Wait, let's press F3. Let's drop down. Slash fill. -3104. 319. Actually, let's just do 200 because I don't think there's anything over that here. -305 to -383089 0 -63. I mean, so that it will leave one layer of bedrock. -320. Air. Too many blocks. Let's remove this down to 120. 100. I wish they would increase that limit. Like, you can go above that in with World Edit. So why can normal Minecraft not do that? See, like, what? This is ridiculous now. See? We're having to... There we go. See, now that's too low. So now I have to set this to 20. And set this to 100. There we go. One entire chunk removed with commands. Should be linked to your allocated RAM. What do you mean it should be linked to my allocated RAM? Default is so low. I have no clue what you're talking about there, Jailcraft. So yeah, this is an entire chunk removed with commands. I'll just go all the way to the bottom slowly for you so you can just see. Oh, there's some diamonds. Actually, there's quite a lot of diamonds. That's one lot of diamonds there and one lot of diamonds up there. I thought there was only supposed to be one vein of diamonds per chunk. Unless that's now changed. But I don't think it has. Okay, that's 2 diamond veins in this one chunk over there. Which I didn't think should happen. But you know, this is an entire chunk removed. Is that what you wanted? Like the max blocks fill in command. Oh, it should be linked to your allocated RAM. Yeah, it should. Yeah, there's a lush cave there as well. Yeah, I do agree with that. If it was, then it'd be so much better because that is probably why they don't have it because of the RAM. But then World Edit's able to go way above that, and I know because I had to do it with like 2-3 million blocks. Don't ask why I was trying to fill in 2 or 3 million blocks or however many it was. I just did. Okay, so what do you reckon? Like, we cut into here like a little archway. Just go chat. So we cut like a little archway in, it's all the way through to the ocean over there. What do you guys think? An archway? Let me just stop drinking a minute. Does Spectator mode work on Bedrock Creative? I do not think that Bedrock has Spectator mode, so no. Okay, we'll do an archway. No, sadly, I don't think that Bedrock has... Is it? Why is it? There we go, the time did change. Yeah, no, Bedrock does not have... Yeah, Bedrock doesn't have Spectator. That's what I was trying to say. Sadly, it doesn't. I can't remember how to build arches. Let's go 5, 4, 3. And then 2 and 1. Cross by 5. I wish they combined Java and Bedrock. Now, here's the thing. There are a lot of differences between Java and Bedrock. For example, movable tile entities. If they combine Java and Bedrock, which would they decide on using? That's like the main issue. Like, if they did, in the end, combine Java and Bedrock, which version would they take what features from? Because there's a lot of differences between the two. And the other thing is, Java, by nature, runs on Java. Like, whereas Bedrock is designed to run on other other like programs. I can't remember what it would be called. So that's like... So there's a difference in how it works. That's why Bedrock has much better frames than Java. You get a much higher frame rate in Bedrock just because it loads the world differently and it runs differently. And it's designed to work on lower end systems like consoles, which don't have as much resources as PCs. So there'd be a lot of issues with combining Bedrock and Java. No, software isn't the word. Not firmware. Software is generally stuff you run. Drivers? No, that's like firmware. I'm more so thinking like a word for stuff to run other programs. Like, kind of like a programming language, but what actually runs the programming language. Like, Java is a programming language, and Java Runtime Environment, JRE, actually runs Java code. Because that's how it actually works. So software isn't really the correct term there. Framework? I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm not too good with that side of computer stuff. Scratch? No, unfortunately. I did have a go at making Minecraft in that before, but it didn't really work too well. It was like 2 frames per second, which I thought was quite good. But you couldn't actually do anything. You could only look around a pre-programmed 3D environment. So, I sound like a teacher, thanks. As long as someone's learning something, then that's good. Bit tricky. Yeah, now I'm confused as to what we're all talking about in the chat. Let me... Oh, see, I miss world edit, 'cause if I had world edit, I could just fly over, cut out an area, then just fill in the sections. But I don't have world edit, so I'd have to do it manually with the fill command. And I don't like the fill command because it's annoying. but I'm going to have to use the fill command. Oh, the other thing I'm waiting to update is Mineways, because I don't think it would be able to read 1.17 worlds. Mineways is used to like take a Minecraft world and make it into a 3D model for 3D printing for 3D printing or rendering, and it's what I use to get the environment for making my fluid simulations in Minecraft. If you haven't seen any of those, they're pretty cool and I'd recommend watching them. Just a little bit of self-promotion there. My mouse is really noisy. Yeah, if my mouse is too noisy, I will just try and use the fill command in a second. I just want to get the general shape done first. Do you reckon that looks alright? But if we cut this all the way through to the ocean, so there's like a little passage for boats, we can build a little boat, build a little port, dock, whatever you want to call it over here. Some stairs up to a little house or a lookout tower up there with a bridge. Use TNT. Yeah, TNT isn't controlled enough. So yeah, like you said, they used to make TNT a bit more controlled. I mean, I have my TNT skin on, so it'd be a bit rude not to use TNT. So let's use TNT. Blast radius of TNT is stone 3-4 blocks. So if we do some here, that's 3 blocks in. Do some there, and that should hopefully destroy this center bit. So let's do some TNT across here. Time to click as fast as I can. Or get my auto clicker. 1 second, let me get an auto clicker up. Repeating command block. Yes, that is an idea. I could use that to just cut out the area around me. But I think we're going to... Oh no, I lost my stream. Is it still working? I think the stream cut out there for a bit. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. But yeah, no, I could use a command block, but we're using TNT now, and I've got my auto clicker on. There we go. Ooh, there's a little waterfall there. I'm gonna have to build something to block this waterfall and like split it to the sides. Okay, let me change my auto clicker to right. Yeah, TNT is cooler. I am TNT. So there we go. Should we set off? Should we put in all the TNT then set it off? Or should we set all the TNT off first? Or set the TNT off one by one? I think we should put it all in and then set it all off. There we go. Now let me change it over to right click. That sounds epic. Yep, all at once, thought so. Okay, so let's try and continue. Let me just plan out where I'm going to place the TNT. Probably just like 3 blocks in. Build an archway of TNT to build the archway for us. How does that look? Like that? A little pyramid of TNT. Let's go. Just break all this stone first. That sounds epic. Let me turn up my block signs. I could, but I think that would damage the world a bit too much. Plus yeah, that's way too loud now. Yeah, that hurt my ears a little bit. Hopefully it didn't hurt your ears too much. But yeah, no, I could just delete the entire world with however we decided to pronounce that. I can't remember. But I kind of like this area, so I don't really want to delete the world. But I mean, we can try that later if you really want me to. I do know how to build one from memory. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, it's the TNT the flying machine TNT duper we built and tested the other day on the server, and then I made a video of it just testing it in creative because it didn't work too well on the server and it kind of broke it. Yeah, sadly the server's not been up since, and I don't think it's going to be back up anymore, so sadly I can't fight all 64 withers that I had ready underground in the desert. So I'll have to save that for next season of the server, which I will be making videos on, hopefully every week. So yeah, look forward to that. Let's actually cut in it here as well. Oh, you can't see particles behind water. Is that a bug? New version, yeah, this is 1.18. There we go. Is that better now? What was I talking about? See, this is the problem. I have bad memory. Oh yeah, so yeah, now I have to save fighting 64 withers till season 3 of the server. And yeah. But that should be alright. That shouldn't take too long for me to build up my mega wither farm, which hopefully if I can improve it enough, I will be doing a video on soon. So look forward to that. Starting next year, I'm going to be uploading a lot more videos, a lot more regularly as well, hopefully. So, yeah. So I have quite a lot of stuff on at the moment. Or not loads, but enough that I can't make consistent videos. Unix not responding. Yeah, just get this. Fabulous graphics hides particle behind glass and fluids. Let me... Oh, transparency. Oh no, that's leaves. Let's test. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why then. Because I have it on fast graphics. That would make more sense now. I only have it on fast graphics because I have it on really large render distance without Optifine or anything. How long do you reckon it'll take for Optifine release for the public, not just Patreon people? How long was it for 1.17? It was what, 5 weeks maybe? So hopefully about the same amount of time. And then Fabric released not long after that. So hopefully. Also the other thing is, when you downgrade from 118 to 117, or at least the snapshots to 117, it deleted everything, even though 1.17 does have the capability for extended world limits. And there's no new blocks added, I don't think. So there should be no reason why you can't downgrade. Are those new textures? No. These are normal textures. There's new-ish blocks. But no, these are normal textures, I think. Unless they have changed and I didn't notice. Yeah, that is way too noisy. I like the sound, but that's too loud for a stream. Then my keyboard spam's probably just as loud. What time is it? Okay. The stream will probably end in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. But I will continue to build this up, and I'll just make a little video tour on it. I might continue the stream for another half an hour even if I do feel like it, but probably 10-20 minutes till it ends. So if you do have any ideas of anything you want me to try, or anything you want me to build, or anything you want me to test or look at or find out, please say now, so that I have plenty of time to do so. Otherwise I probably won't be able to look it up in time. Yeah, and there's 2 more after this, so we should end up on the other side, if my thinking is correct. Yeah, we should. I really need to mount my microphone on its boom arm thing. Problem is I don't have any space on my wall to mount at the moment, so I'm just going to take my TV off my wall and mount my microphone, but I haven't done that yet. So I'll probably try and do that in time for the new year so that I can have it ready in time for the new videos. There we go. Ready for explosions. This will be a good test to see if the frame rate's much worse, won't it? Let's go. I think that was a little bit too much TNT, since it no longer looks like an archway. But I think it looks alright if we now flood this place with water. Yeah. Let me just set up a command block now to flood this place. What's the level of water? 62. Execute as a run fill -5 62 5 -5 I mean to -5 no 5 55 water replace air, and then set this to repeat, always active. I did relative 50. There we go. I'll fix that bit of water in a second. So now if we just fly about, then we can just fill in this area so that boats and stuff can fly past. There we go. Okay, that should be good now. Let me just fix this water a second. They did some tiny texture updates, but they aren't noticeable at all. Let me just see if I can find anything. Textures. They changed inventory stuff for effects. So if we drink a potion, fire resistance for example, it's now over on the right, so that if you have the little book up, it will still show. But I think that is the only texture change. Let me just check. They changed the resource pack format, but they've not changed actual stuff. Chunk format's changed. 250 bugs really fixed, not released. If they release bugs, that'd be a bit concerning. Is this the new 1.18 version? I wonder, what's it say in the top left? The door and signs are most notable in inventory. Door and signs. Is it because they've made them... Oh yeah, they added the bottom of the signs, I think, in inventory, maybe? Or was that already there? And I'm just not too smart. And then doors, is it that they made it 3D or something? Wouldn't that 117 though? I don't know. Oh, why can't I just do / drain 50? Fill. -5 to 5 to -5 -45 -5 air replace water. Okay, and then we'll just do that down here, but not the 45 down. Make sure to only go up. There we go. Now the water is fixed. And I said now the water is fixed. That water is not fixed. That water can stay like that. And now let's add some lighting. So what lighting blocks do we have? Oh, there we go, just stretched. Sea lanterns? No, I don't like sea lanterns that much. Sorry for that, my chair's really squeaky. It needs a bit of oil on it. Don't really want to use glowstone. I think I'll use the shroom lights and blocks of raw gold. There's the shroom lights. Maybe some honeycomb. There we go. Fixed my chair. And by fixed, I mean I just got in a position where I'm not moving about as much. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, some building blocks. Chains. What other blocks do we want? Some... whatever these are. Okay, now let's try out some different lighting. This is the key to building, just trial and error. I think we do something like that, or something like that. I think the colour of honeycomb matches more, but I like the texture of the gold more. What about if we do that? Then we add some sort of trapdoors or something to it. Maybe birch trapdoors up to the bottom. No. No, I don't like the trapdoors. Add some of the new glow lichen. And enchant tables we can try. Oh, I threw it out. Or did you mean glow lichen around the walls rather than on that? Yeah, that'd probably make more sense rather than putting the glow lichen on the lights. Yeah, we'll add some glow lichen in a second and then just bone reel it. I like the birch. How's that look like? I'd say that looks alright. Nah, the enchant tables look fine. They look fine. They look perfect. What about that? See, it matches perfectly. Oh, I just had an idea. You can now have hidden lighting in an obsidian room. Look at that. There is a slight texture change, or I think it's just because the brightness is a little bit higher of the enchant table than the rest of the obsidian. But that's still somewhat hidden lighting, and if you had it for like that for the entire roof, I mean that looks quite cool, wouldn't you agree? Hidden lighting like that. Got to go in a bit. Okay, bye, Joe. You know, enchant tables don't go with this. Yeah, no, I was joking as well. But I think as a roof, if you have a obsidian bunker, they would look quite good. A little bit expensive with all those diamonds, but I mean, it's worth it, isn't it? For a good build. Yeah, it looks nice. I think we go for this. Yeah, no, I don't like those chains. What about... like, we expand it out a little bit. How does that look? Let me get rid of some of these blocks. How do you reckon this looks? I reckon that looks alright like that. Yeah, no, I reckon. Oh, I lost my train of thought there completely. Yeah, we're adding some lights. I reckon that looks alright. So let me just add some lights like that. And I'd say we also need to change up the order a bit, whilst keeping the shroom light in the centre. I think this one over here should be really low down. Like much lower than the other two, like that. Perfect. Start with the honeycomb. And finish with the gold. That looks alright. That might be a little bit low. This is no longer like a boat safe cave or a boat safe archway. But oh well. Does it matter if we kill a few people in the boats? There we go. The lighting's always a bit clumped. I'm not too good with building. Like, I'm better at redstone and stuff than building. It's supposed to be chains in the middle. Yeah, chains so you don't see it as much. Wrong thing. I love the sound of the chains though. Just listen. There we go. Now if we sort out this water and these few stragglers. Double shroom light, shroom gold, shroom. Yes, let's try it. Shroom. Shroom gold, shroom. That looks alright. I think the shroom light should go in the middle personally. Right. Double gold. We'll just stick with a double gold. Now we need to split this waterfall. And by split, I mean just shove it over this way. This one... it comes from here. So let's block this up and make it a little bit nicer where it's coming from. Let's just make it come from it up here. I think it should flow. bit more. So let's block this off until it does flow that way. There we go. And let it flow that way, then that way. And we just block off it like this. Go like this. There we go. And now we have a bit of a better waterfall. And now we can split this waterfall. We start here. We want to go in front. Like this. And then like this. Then like this. And like this. And then we'd probably want to go across, probably go up another one, then across, then up another one. I know we'd have to start going down here. Down. See, there we go, it's starting to split a little bit better. Go down one, down one, down one. Oh, the cat's waking up. Lovely bean. Bye. Not me saying bye, me saying bye to other people. Oh, no, wrong. There we go, now we just block this down all the way. Which is the annoying part. And then we need to block this off all the way on the other side. Like that. Now whilst we wait for this to drain, there we go. And now that it's drained, we can break these blocks. Or not all of them, but most of them. Like these ones. There we go, look at that. Now we can just pretty this up a little bit. Look a bit nicer and a bit more natural. Maybe just by thickening it up a little bit. So there's a few more blocks here so it's not so thin. Like that. And like that. This now turned into like a building string rather than 1.18 exploration. Oh well. There we go. How's that look? I think we should expand that waterfall a little bit. So let me work on this then. I'd say across a few more like that. So that should have a bit more support like that. Dirt, in my opinion, is one of the most horrible blocks to break. It just sounds horrible. There we go, how's that look? That looks a bit better. Then we've got a nice tree growing there. I don't like the fact that it's growing up, so I'm going to make it so it's growing sideways, like this. So that it's growing out of this wood like this. Does that look? No, it doesn't look too good. I think that definitely needs to go to there. And that definitely needs to go up one. This entire one needs to go up another. Like this. There we go. Maybe instead of going that way, we go across like this way. How does that look? Nah. Maybe just like this. There we go, that's good enough. There we go. I'd say this section's done. We'll ignore the fact that that river goes nowhere. And now let's work over here on this section. I'm thinking like a wooden area just going all the way around. So let's get some slabs for that. And let's decide on a block. Do we want to use the new copper? If so, I think we might use the exposed copper, as that's the one that looks the most like wood. Where's just the... Oh yeah, you only have cut copper slabs. Why do you only have cut copper slabs? Why not just regular copper slabs? Oh well. That's just the game being stupid again. How long is this stream going for? Nearly an hour. Big fan of my motion tracking tutorials. My stream managed to appear in your recommendations, so just popping in to say hi. Oh, hi, it's Spectator? Is that how you pronounce it? Sorry, I have bad pronunciation. Glad you liked the motion tracking tutorials. Those seem to be one of my more popular videos, luckily. So, yeah, thanks for watching them. Hopefully you've managed to make something cool from using them. Why my sentences are falling apart. Actually, it's quite useful for me to get better at chatting, at talking. So, because I'm not too good at actually talking for a long time. But no, hopefully, if you have anything that you want me to make a tutorial of, if you do want me to make a tutorial of anything, please just say. As long as it's something I'm capable of doing, like Blender related, or CAD designs, or Minecraft, or some other stuff even. But there's quite a few things I know how to do, so yeah, just say, and there's a chance I'll be able to. Or even not, I should be able to help. Hey, there we go. I'd say that looks alright. That actually looks really cool. Do we want to go all the way around with some copper? I think we do, and then we'll make it wider copper over there. Because otherwise that would be quite hard to like add a finish line to where it actually finishes off. How wide do we want it? 2 wide, 1 wide? Okay, we've been doing 2 wide, so we'll keep it at that. That was a bit of background noise now. Hopefully my noise suppression will work. First motion tracking tutorial, but tends to work in Blender preview, but can't render it. So the first one I made, the shorter one, I think it is. It works in preview, but you can't render it. Are you making sure to add the compositor nodes instead of just the background images on the camera? If so, that would allow you to... That's what makes it so you can render it. If it's not that, then without more details, I don't really know. Because believe it or not, I'm not actually that good at Blender. I just know a few things about it, and that's about it. There we go. I think that looks quite cool. Now we're going to do this on the other side as well. We'll probably end it here where the water is. So, yep, that. There we go. And remember, it's not always about making it even. Like, I'm not always going 2 blocks around gaps. Like here it's 3. It's just try to follow that, but also whilst making it look nice. For example, here we're going to cut across this gap and fill this in as well, and we'll have this like a little area you can explore. Because look at that, we'll make it like a much nicer area than just this. So we'll do that as well. That will be what we do next after this. How much longer do I have? I don't have too much longer, so we'll have to end this stream soon. However, I will either stream again tomorrow, more building, or I will just finish off this building in a video. What do you guys want? Let me create a poll, because I just worked out how to do this the other day. Can you finish stream tomorrow, or finish in a video? There we go. Started the poll, I think. Hopefully. Hopefully that will start up soon. Yep, there we go. There's the poll. So I'll leave that up for, well, until we end the stream, which will probably be in like 10 minutes. As then I've got some other stuff to do. Then I've got to go eat and stuff. I do also have some code I need to finish. I just heard something die. Oh no, a dolphin. There we go. Purge it to save it. Okay, it's stupid. And if no one votes on that poll, then I'll just flip a coin to decide. Since I don't really think there's many people watching now. What's that? Discord. Nothing important. Yeah, no, because I think most people have now stopped watching. That's fine, the stream's gotten a lot more boring now that we're not exploring 1.18 stuff and just building. Plus there's probably better, or probably more popular YouTubers out there that are streaming or just uploaded a video or something on new update, so that's probably why. This has been one of my more successful streams though, so thank you all for tuning in and watching. We got 1 vote on the poll for streaming tomorrow, so that sounds like what we're going to do. Yeah, well, let me just finish up this little area over here, and then we'll end the stream. I might do a little bit of work, just like prettying up that area a bit, filling in more copper and stuff, and just planning out a little bit more. But I won't do too much, like starting new projects. Like I won't start on that, and I won't start on the stuff up there. I'll just plan some stuff out. How's that sound for tomorrow? Well, as we're approaching the hour-and-a-half mark, well, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching my stream. If you don't mind, please go check out some of my other videos to see if I have earned your subscription. Do not feel pressured into subscribing. Thanks for watching. I will be streaming again tomorrow, probably around the same time, hopefully. My short tutorial has 13k views. Yeah, I know, I think because it's shorter, more people want to watch it. But yeah, once this hits the 1 hour and a half mark, we're gonna we are going to end the stream. And yeah, thanks for watching. Go check out some of my other videos if you don't mind. And see you tomorrow in tomorrow's stream tomorrow. That is tomorrow.